So before I actually put the first ride on her, I'm going to remind her of something. That's my leg, telling her to go, and you can see she did pretty nicely with that. I've done this probably, I don't know, 8 or 10 times. First time you do it with a horse, they usually get pretty bothered by it, but hey, that's my leg. If she gets bothered by that, what's she going to do when I put my leg there? I'm going to yield her hindquarters, push, push. So she's real calm about that, because I've done this enough that it doesn't upset her. She's figured out it's not going to hurt her. Same thing on this side. I'm going to bump her belly gently. Nice. Okay, and I'm moving that out because my legs are going to flop around when I'm on her. She's bending into the turn pretty nicely. I'm going to push her hip. Wasn't satisfied with that. Move that hip around. This is her stiff side. Okay, so it wasn't as good, but pretty good. Okay. Now you get to rest, girl. I got on her from the left earlier, so now today I'll get on her from the right. Bend her head slightly. I probably don't even need to bend her head because she's not shown any indication to move. There we go. Good girl. So the one thing I have done, and she's breathing pretty hard, which is good. The one thing I have done that I haven't shown you is I've stood in the stirrup with her head bent and tapped her with my foot back here to get her to move her hip. So she kind of understands that cue, and that's the first move I'm going to ask her for here in just a minute. But I like that she looks like she's about to fall asleep. Okay, that's what I want. All right, and yeah, and then the next couple of weeks, she and I are going to be moving along pretty good. I love that. See, I brought her head around and she just held it there. Didn't even try to take it back. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's bend her this way. Bring her around there. There, she just held it there. What a good girl. She's trying really hard. For a horse that has a tendency to be nervous and panicky, she's really trying hard to kind of figure things out. Okay, so her better side's her left side, so I'm going to start on the left side. I'm going to bend her head about 90 degrees, reach back here, and gently tap her, and ask her to move that hip. There. Good. All right. All right, I told you that first ride would be pretty boring. See her shake her head? She's licking her lips. She's like, okay, I can do this, no problem. All right, now we'll get on, we'll do the second ride. Good girl. Slow, slow, slow. I've said it once, I said it 1,000 times. If you don't scare them, they won't buck. Okay? Good girl. Good girl. Give her lots of time to think and process. I'm going to bend her head to the right, which I've done probably 30 or 40 times from up here. Put my foot back. There. Okay. Good. Wasn't as good, but she did it. A little more. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Now, see her licking and chewing? So it got her stressed out, but she was able to come down mentally from it. Okay. Let's try the other side again. Okay. Good. That time I didn't have to tap her with the rein like I did earlier. I had to add the tail end of the rein to get her to move. I didn't have to that time. She went off the kiss. Good. I love her head down like that. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Gently bring her head around here. Ask her to move again. Not quite as good as the other side, but she's moving. Okay, so here's my goal on the first ride. I got 2 goals. Number 1, I don't want anything bad to happen. I don't want it to be a bad experience for the horse. Okay? And, you know, I referenced earlier the guy who said if the horse bucks, it's no big deal. Well, it probably isn't, but if the horse bucks you off, then it's a big deal, because that terrifies a horse. They're already scared, and then when your body goes flying off, it terrifies them. So then it's a traumatic event that you have to overcome. And I certainly don't want that for either one of us, especially me. Okay, so now, left side's her better side. This time I'm going to see if I can get her to walk a small circle. Oh, my second goal, sorry if I got distracted. My second goal on the first ride is I want to get some forward motion. Usually it's just a walk. If they feel really good, I might go ahead and trot them on the first ride. But usually I just want a good walk going forward. So I'm going to move her hip. She should already know. And now see if I can get her to just kind of walk out of it in that same little left-hand circle. Let's go. Good. Good. She went 2 steps. That's 2 steps than she'd ever done before. Good girl. Okay, let her rest. Let her think about it. She got her release when she moved. Okay, bend her head to the left. The reason I bend her head is because I've got a certain amount of control. Okay, she kind of moved before I touched her, but that's all right. Let's see if she can take a few more steps. Come on, baby. Good girl. Good. Good, good, good. Let's keep going. There we go. Good. And when your horse is doing something you like, you need to be rubbing on them. That's how they know they're doing the right thing. Good. See? Good. She knows kiss means go. She's not quite as figuring out my legs just yet. She will. Good, 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 good. Good girl. Come on. There. There we go. There we go. Good. Okay. All right. Good. She'll keep moving on her own. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Good. She's starting to figure it out. Good. And right for this, I don't care if she walks around in the same circle. Most of them do. They kind of stay where they're comfortable. It's okay. Good girl. Good. Okay, let's see if we can go the other way. Nice. Okay. Good. And I ride with an active leg. In other words, my feet are moving gently when I want her to move. So I do that from the first ride. I'm gently tapping her with my calf and my leg. It means keep going. Good girl. If she wants to go somewhere else, I'll let her. Okay. Okay, she's going to come over here and sniff the camera. Good. Okay. All right. So at this point, I'm going to kind of let her go where she wants. Sorry if she's out of your view. I'll just let her go where she wants. I'm not going to guide her. Just going to let her kind of be a passenger up to a point. There we go, baby. Good. Rub on her. Let her know how a good job she's doing. What a good girl you are, Magic. What a good baby you are. Come on, let's go this way. Okay. So the reason this is so easy is because I've taught her all this stuff from the ground. She already knows all this stuff. The only thing I added was my weight on her back. Okay. She stops there. Okay, that's fine. Good. Good. Good girl. Good girl. I'm adding my feet here. And you kind of want to keep motion on these colts in the first few rides. You want to keep moving because they can do a catatonic shutdown and forget you're up there. And there she saw a car pulled in over at the neighbors, and that caught her attention, but didn't bother her too much. Good girl. Good girl, Magic. What a good girl you are. Good girl. All right. She come over by Coco and stopped. Okay. Right there, she got a little bothered because she stepped on her own foot. All right. So we're about done here. I'm going to ride her another couple minutes and then call it quits. Okay. Now I'm kind of guiding her just a little bit. asking her to go left or right. She's figuring it out. What a good girl. Let's go left. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And probably the one well-known clinician these days who starts colts in a similar fashion as me that I'm aware of is Ken McNabb. He pretty much does it the same way I do it. He's not copying me, he doesn't know me, but I was listening to him the other day, and he said he did a demonstration, and he basically did what you just saw. Then he got off and he was done. And he said, a young guy came up to him, they were standing outside the round pen, and that guy said, "Ken, I think you should have trotted and loped that horse on the first ride." And Ken said, "Well, there he is, and go ahead." You know? And so, now, you say, "Steve, could you trot her and lope her and she'd probably be okay?" Yeah, probably 90% chance she'd be okay, but she'll be even better tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll trot her, for sure. And then the day after that, most likely, I'll lope her. If she felt pretty good in the walk. She didn't get upset about anything except right over there when she stepped on her foot. If she feels good in the walk tomorrow, I'll put her in a trot. If she feels pretty good in the trot, she doesn't get overly stressed or burdened, upset about it, then the next day we'll lope her. If you do it slow, I told somebody the other day, horses move fast, but they learn slow. So see, she's in a good place right now. She's all fine. Nothing I did bothered her. She didn't get upset about anything. She didn't even gap her mouth. Look at there. She put her head around there and held it there. I love where this horse is.